So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to do all of the final projects from the beginning to the end. And I'm going to try to edit this as little as possible, if not at all. So let's try it. Let's see if we can't do this. So I'm going to share my screen here. But of course, I need to assemble the project first. So I'm going to download these files here. So I'm going to go to my downloads folder, which is where this is going to be. So on a Mac, I could just hit Command N. It opens up a window like this. Then I can go to my downloads. There it is. I'll open up what I have here. And let's see what I got. So it looks like I have a bunch of sound files. And then I also have video, this thing that's called an MXF. So first thing that I want to do is open up a template. So you have a template that you created, and I would use that. Okay, so remember, you did a post-production template already. So what I would do when I'm setting up this particular session, so I don't have to redo everything, is I'm just going to go to my assignments, and then there was an assignment called Pro Tools for Post-Production Template. So I could go here, and then you could just go up to the upper right-hand corner and hit download. So I already did download this. So I'm going to go to my downloads folder. And remember, so this is tiny bit easier on a Mac. It's a little bit harder on a PC, but make sure that you unzip it first. So I have videos on how to zip and unzip things. So if you're unclear on that, please use it, or you're going to end up with missing files. So I'm going to go to my desktop again, hit Command N on a Mac, and then it brings up a new Finder window. On a PC, you could hit the little file thing in the bottom dock of your screen. And I'm going to go to downloads and then find the thing and unzip it. So I already unzipped it. So I'm just going to open up the template that I created. And then I'm going to bring in stuff from this other thing that I downloaded from this new assignment, which is Final Project Part 1. But the cool thing about this, everything's going to be set up. I don't have to create new tracks. I don't have to create new buses. Everything is already set up and done beautifully. One thing that sort of got lost in translation that happened on some other people's projects is looking at this here. You can see that the dialog bus goes to a grayed out output. So because this is grayed out, it means it doesn't work. So I'm going to have to go to my I/O setup and go to bus. And then if you run into that, go here, or if it says no output, you can do this too. Go to mapping to output, and then just click on that. And then it brings this little pull down menu. And then I could change that. And then now it actually should go to an output. I could check this by listening to my 2-pop and making sure this is right. So put my cursor a little in front of it with my selector tool. Okay, cool. Now I can hear it. Hopefully you can too. So what I would do then is I have a bunch of stems that I need to import in, and then I also have my movie. So I'm going to click my 2-pop marker up here at the top. I recall my 2-pop marker. It's right at 5958. And then so what I want to do is I want to import in those stems. So I have a stem for dialogue. I have a stem for ADR. And then I also have a stem for what's called PFX, which are the sound effects that were pulled from the dialogue. So you would only have the dialogue on the dialogue tracks, and then you would have any other sound effects that would occur on these separate tracks. And the idea behind it is if I wanted to dub this into a foreign language, I would want to still have the mom's footsteps. I would want to still have the basketball bouncing or whatever was recorded on the set. That didn't happen while they were speaking. To import that stuff in. So I go to File, I go to Import and Audio, and then I would navigate to that folder. So I'd go to my Downloads folder here. So I don't see it over here. So instead, I'm going to go on the side, and usually I can find it over here. Downloads, there it is. And then I'm going to go to my downloads. And where are you? So I can organize by date modified. And that might help me. Doesn't. There it is. Okay, cool. So I'm going to take that, and then I have these things that are called TBA ADR, TBA PFX, and TBA DX. So this movie is called The Better Angels. So DX means dialogue. PFX is those production effects that were recorded on the set. I got to put that on an effects track. And then ADR, that's dialogue that was recorded in a studio. It's called automated dialogue replacement. I'm going to take these three. Oops, broke it. And it's sort of wants me to do add, but I don't want to do add. I always want to do this bottom one that says copy. So I'll do that, and then I'll put it in my audio files folder, click open, and it gives me my audio import options, and I'm going to import it at the selection because I already recalled that 2-pop marker first. It's the same thing we did in the other one.